Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome to the Rising Star Academy. Today we are going to start mathematics chapter number 1, that is the trigonometry. We will start from exercise 1.1, question number 1. So let's move to the question. In question number 1, it says that use identities to find the exact value of each. Okay, so I would write the identity and then we will solve it. For this question, we will use the identity cos of a plus b is equals to cos of a into cos of b minus sine of a into sine of b. So first of all, we will break this function into two parts. So we will write cos of, so 75 can be broken down into set of like 30, 45 and 60. So we can write it like cos of 45 degree plus 30 degree. So we always try to make it in multiples of 15 like 30, 45, 60, 90 and so on. Now when we add them we will get 75. So this thing is similar to this. Now I would open it according to the given identity. So cos of, this is my a value, this is my b value. Now I would write cos of 45 degree into cos of 30 degree, then minus sine of 45 degree, and then we will write sine of 30 degree. Now we will use the calculator to find the values. So here we will find first cos of 45, that is square root 2 over 2. Now I would write then we will find the value of cos 30, that is cos of 30 degree, that is square root 3 over 2 minus, now we will find sine of 45. So sine 45, that is again square root 2 over 2, and then we will find sine of 30, that is 1 over 2. Now in the next page we will multiply these values and simplify. So now we will solve them. So multiply 2 into 3 within the square root and 2 times 2 minus root 2 times 1 would become root 2 and 2 times 2. Numerator value multiplied in numerator and denominator value multiplied denominator. When we are talking about the indices, we know that the square root of a multiplied by square root of b is equal to square root of ab. So we can do it. Now I would simplify. So the next result would become square root of 6 divided by 4 minus square root of 2 divided by 4. Now we have two fractions and there is a negative sign between them. So we will take the LCM when the denominator is the same. so we can write the numerator value as it is. So we can't solve it further, so that is our required answer. So in this question we can see that the cos is negative of 15. So we have to make it positive first. So what would we do? We know that cos of a negative theta would be equal to positive of cos theta. So now, according to this rule, we will write it like cos of minus 15 degree would be equal to cos of 15 degree. Now I told you we have to write it according to the multiples of 30, 45, 60 and 90. So now instead of addition we will write it in a subtraction like 45 degree minus 30 degree, that would be equals to 15 degree. The next step we will apply the identity, so I would write the identity over there. So this is our identity. Now I would expand it in this form. So this is my A value, this is my B value, so I would solve it accordingly. So cos of 45 degree into cos of 30 degree plus sine of 45 degree into cos of 30 degree. Now I would use the calculator to simplify. So the first value we have, that is cos of 45, so the result would be square root 2 over 2, and then we will see cos of 30, so that is square root 3 over 2, then plus sign. Now sine 45, that is again square root 2 over 2, and then sine 30, so that would be 1 over 2. Now again we will multiply them to get our answer. So now here we will simplify it. So root 2 times root 3, that would become 2 times 3 and 2 multiplied by 2 plus root 2 multiplied by 1 would be root 2 and 2 multiplied by 2 in the denominator. Now we can write as root 6 over 4 plus root 2 over 4. So the LCM will become 4. So square root of 6 plus square root of 2. That would be the final answer. Thank you. So here we will use the identity to find the exact value of each cos minus 105. So we know the formula that cos of minus theta is equals to positive of cos theta. So according to this, I will write it cos of minus 105 degree is equals to cos of 105. Now I told you before we will break it in multiples of 15. So multiples of 15s are 15, 30, 45, 60, 75 and 90. So 105 can be written as 60 plus 45. When we add them, we will get 105. Now I would use the identity cos of a plus b to simplify. Let me write the identity. So according to this, my a value is 60 and my b value is 45. So I would apply this. So cos of 60 degree plus 45 degree is equals to cos of 60 degree into cos of 45 degree minus sine of 60 degree into sine of 45 degree. Now I would use the calculator to simplify the results. So we will write cos of, so cos 60 would become 1 over 2. We will check the value of cos 45. So that is square root 2 over 2. Then we will check sine of 60. That is square root 3 over 2. And then we will check sine 45. Then it is square root 2 by 2. Now in the next step, we will multiply them to make the final answer. Now we will multiply the values, the numerator value in the numerator and the denominator value in the denominator. So 1 multiplied by square root of 2, 2 multiplied by 2 minus 2 multiplied by 2, then square root 3 multiplied by square root of 2. Now the next step, when 1 is multiplying with square root 2, it will become square root 2, and in denominator 2 times 2 would become 4 minus. For radicals, we know that a radical multiplied by b radicals, that would be equals to a b. So it means we will multiply them. So now we will do the same thing. That would become 3 multiplied by 2 over 4. The next step is square root 2 by 4 minus square root 6 by 4. Now we'll take the LCM. So denominator is same, so numerator would be written as it is, and this is our final answer for part C. In this part we have cos 105, so we will write the solution for it. So cos of 105 degree would be written in the multiples of 15. So that would become cos of 60 degree plus 45 degree. Now the next we will apply the identity. So here is the identity. So we will apply it accordingly. So my a value is 60, my b value is 45. Now I would write, so cos of 60 plus 45, that would be cos of 60 into cos of 45 minus sine of 60 into sine of 45. So the cos 60 value, we will apply the calculator to check it. So cos of 60, that would be half, and then we will check cos of 45, that is square root 2 by 2 minus, then we check sine of 60, so that would be square root 3 by 2, and then sine 45, that would be square root 2 by 2. Now we will multiply, so that would become square root 2 over 4 minus square root 6 over 4. So take the LCM as in 4, so square root 2 minus square root of 6, that is our final answer. Thank you. In this question, our value is in radian forms, so I want to check what would be the degree value in 7 pi by 12. So we know that the pi is basically equals to 180 degree. Now I will check 7 multiplied by 180 divided by 12. So I would use the calculator to check it. So 7 multiplied by 180 divided by 12, it is 105. So it means we need to break it in 105, the multiples of 15 accordingly. But in radians, we know that the 30 degree in radians would be pi by 6, 45 degree would be pi by 4, 60 degree would become pi by 3, 90 degree would be written as pi by 2. So how can we convert the degree into radians? So simple method is, let's suppose I'm going to 60 degree. So 60 multiply by pi over 180. So 60 one time, 63 times 180. So pi by 3 is the conversion from 60 degree to radians. Now we calculated that 7 pi by 2 would become 105. So we will take the values according to that. So basically we will add 60 plus 45 means pi by 3 and pi by 4. So let me write. So this is the thing. That is basically 60 degree and that is our 45 degree, and this would be equals to 105. Now I would apply the identity over there. So this is the identity of cos A plus B. So now I would write cos of pi by 3 plus pi by 4 equals to cos of pi by 3 into cos of pi by 4 minus sine of pi by 3 into sine of pi by 4. Now we'll use the calculator to check the results. Okay, remember one thing, our calculator is in degree form. So we are calculating the radian values. So we have to convert the calculator in our radian mode. So we will press shift, then mod button. So on fourth number, it is written radian. So you will press 4. Now you see your calculator would be in a radian form. So now we will check the value. Cos of shift pi by 3. So that is 1 over 2. So let me write. The next is cos of pi by 4. So cos of shift pi by 4. So that is square root 2 by 2 minus. Then we will check sine value. So sine of shift pi by 3. So that is square root 3 by 2. And sine pi by 4, that would be sine shift with pi by 4, that would be square root 2 over 2. Now we will simplify it. So root 2 by 4 minus multiply root 6 by 4. So LCM would become 4. So root 2 minus root 6. We can also confirm our answer by using the calculator. So let me check. Our question value is cos of 7 pi by 12. So I would write over there cos of 7 pi by 12. So here is our answer. We can also rearrange it according to that, but if we want to leave it as it is, that's fine. That's it. Thank you. So here you can see that we have the cos value of pi by 12. So pi by 12, let's check by the calculator what would be in a degree form. So we know that the pi value is equals to 180 degrees. So I would write 180 divided by 12, that would be 15. So it means we need the multiples of 15 to make it 15. So now the multiple of 15s are 15, 30, 45, 60, 90. So we need to make 15 degree. That means we are going to make cos of 15 degree in radians. So for 15 degree, I would take cos pi by 12 is equals to cos of pi by 3, that is 60, minus pi by 4, sorry, that would be pi by 4. So 60 minus 45 would become 15. So I would take it according to that. Here is 60 and here is 45. When we subtract them, we will got 15 degree. So that's why I'm taking these two in a radian value. So now we'll apply the identity over there to simplify. So let me apply. So this is our identity. Now I would apply according to it. So cos of pi by 3 minus pi by 4 is equals to cos of pi by 3 into cos of pi by 4 plus sine of pi by 3 into sine of pi by 4. Now I would use the calculator to find the values. So our calculator is already in radian form. So I would check by cos of shift pi divided by 3, that is 1 over 2. Cos pi by 4 value would be root 2 by 2 plus sine pi by 3 value sine pi divided by 3, that is square root 3 by 2, and sine pi by 4 value pi divided by 4, that is square root 2 by 2. Now I would simplify. So square root 2 by 4 plus square root 6 by 4. So take the LCM as in 4. So numerator would be written as it is. That would be our final answer. Thank you.